to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis will throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
UTSA 7, Virginia Tech 0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
Fires one high and deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got it behind the line. It's Orlando. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Smalls. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Roadrunners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That's it, fly. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
That's a really good looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He might want another play. Davis looking to pass. Unleashes one. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Hokies are marching down the field. They want to run this quarterback. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Hokies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Oh, a double pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smalls. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UTSA!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up.
Turning it on! Gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels. He's finally out of bounds. And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Hokies are on the move. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Using his feet. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds his big tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so...
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, he had a The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Caught over the middle. It's Orlando. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Up-tempo for the offense.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Scrambling away. Pulls it in. It's Smalls. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And that one will give them the lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Second down coming up. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. There he goes. gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. Just steamrolling the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll take it himself. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Powers through the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Speeding down the left side.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. Touchdown, UTSA! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They try to pop a run on the draw. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Orlando. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Give to the fullback.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're